Hey folks, hi, hello. I hope I'm audible. Okay, good morning, folks. Welcome to today's community meeting, and I'm Hayes. I host this meeting regularly, and yeah. So before we get started, let's wait for a few minutes in hope to seeing others join. So we're gonna wait for like 3 minutes or five. So okay, I think we have to get started. Looks like no one is. We have like few folks joined. We have Maya on the call. Hey Maya. Um, Maya, are you there? Okay, looks like Maya isn't there. Um, we also have Kartik. Hey, Kartik, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hope I pronounced your name very well.
Um, Not really. My name is Karthik.
Okay, Kartik.
Yeah,
Nice. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
First time joining community call?
Not really. I was just going through there and I saw the link. So I just entered.
Oh, nice. Welcome, man.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm in the community too. I mean,
Yeah,
just in
nice.
case.
Oh, awesome. Nice to have you.
Yeah, and we have a kind of open source club in our college. So I guess I want to learn what we discuss in this meeting and all.
Okay, nice. So before we get started, I'm going to answer Kartik question. So basically, the Ethiopia community is a call where we discuss most important things within the NKPI, right? Mostly things that are community related, like the mentorship program, Google Summer of Code, bounty programs, like really interesting things that are like shaping the community. So that is what we mostly discuss on the community call. Do you get it?
Yeah. Mm, so I think the GSOD is currently running, I mean, Google Summer of Documents. So I would also like to I'm shortlisted for the interview. So is there any tips that it could be helpful for me?
So I am not really in charge of the Google Season of Docs. I think Alejandra is. So and I think the application phase has closed, and I think they are already in another round of interview or something. So
Yeah.
I think you should reach out to Alejandra personally. And also I think there is a stream coming up, right? In which they will be talking about async API and Google Season of Docs with Alejandra and Tuli. So I think I'm going to share you a link to the um, stream when it's happening. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss out. So you can ask questions and probably get answers. So I'm going to share the link on the chats here and also on YouTube. So you can join the stream when it's happening and probably ask questions because the stream is strictly focused on Google Season of Docs.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna get started. I only have a few things on my agenda this morning. So which is Google Summer of Code update and the async mentorship program. Yeah, I also think the bounty program, and we also have my only call, and I was hoping should definitely have something to show us concerning the ACKPI conference website. So before we get started, let's get started rather. If you are if you applied to Google Summer of Code, which is in KPI, so I'm actually going to I have a good news is because we get to know the amount of slots that will be allocated to us on May 4th. So in 2 days' time, we are going to know the amount of slots we got for Google Summer of Code. And yeah, so we have 5 projects proposals for Google Summer of Code. So if you miss it, we actually got rejected for Google Summer of Code, but we were opportune to participate with Postman, right? So Postman got selected, and Postman is a really nice community. It has a really nice community that supports open source. So we are opportunity to participate on that Postman. So we have 5 project proposals submitted to Google Summer of Code. So, but we don't know if these 5 projects will make it to the end, but we'll get to know on May 4th, which is in 2 days' time, which of these projects will get selected for Google Summer of Code. And yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope we get more slots, or we get all the 5 slots. So for folks that apply for Google Summer of Code, yeah, you just have to wait a bit, follow the Google Summer of Code timeline, and it is there that the project will be announced on May 4th. So then from there, I'm going to keep you guys updated in the mentorship channel. So that's the little update I have about Google Summer of Code. And also, so on Google Summer of Code, I think once the project got announced, I think the next thing is to announce the candidates that got selected. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna go through that again and see. So if it is announcing the candidates that get accepted, yeah. So I'm pretty sure all candidates will receive an email to see if they get accepted or not. So that's all the update I have for Google Summer of Code. So moving on to Syncable Mentorship Program. So as you all know, we decided to run the Syncable Mentorship Program again this year, which is really interesting, and it is also something I'm looking forward to myself personally. Yeah, so we are currently at the stage of receiving project proposals, right? So before I go in deep details, yeah, I would also love to shed some light, right? So the Skipper Mentorship Program is going to be different this year, right? Unlike last year where we had the SKPI mentorship program strictly focused on code, but this year is going to be different, right? We are going to diversify the async API mentorship program in such a way whereby we are not going to just have code-related projects. we are also planning to have in the design related projects and code and technical writing related projects, right? So these are like 3 different projects, right? So we have code, we have design, and we have technical writing. So this way, right? So if you apply for Google System of Code and you didn't get accepted, or you apply for Google System of Docs with the Statistics API, you didn't get accepted, this is still your opportunity to participate in the mentorship program, right? So the mentorship program is basically just like Google System of Code in terms of structure and payment and stipend, right? So it's basically just like Google System of Code, but the difference is we only have limited slots, right? We only have 10 slots for the mentorship program. We are just able to sponsor 10 folks to participate in the mentorship program. So, and the plan is also to keep running the mentorship program every year. Of course, why not? So the first mentorship program we did last year was a test to see how things would go, and I'm proudly excited that it went really well, even though few folks have to drop out during the program. But I think we have enough turn up, which is more than 50% of the participants actually completed the project, which is interesting, which is what actually gave me the motivation to also take ownership of the mentorship program this year and host it. So we are currently in the project proposal phase. So if you have any project ideas you would love to see or say implemented or anything, any project idea of your choice or that you'd love to see in Sync API, so just feel free to drop it. So I'm going to share a link to the discussion of the mentorship program. So give me a few seconds. So sharing the link to the discussion of the mentorship program. That's the link to the mentorship program. So you should also feel free, if you're not going to be participating, you should also feel free to recommend this program to your peers that are interested in open source, right? So we actually see this mentorship program as a way to give back to the community, right? So yeah, I miss you, Tuli. So that was a comment from YouTube. So you should feel free to share it with your friends, with your folks, your peers that are interested in open source. This could give them an opportunity to improve their skills, though, while contributing to open source. So that is that about the mentorship program. And we also now talking about Tuli. Should we? So I don't understand what Akshat is saying on YouTube. So I hope he explains. So talking about the mentorship program, we also plan to host a Q&A session coming up this week. Tuli and I are planning to host a Q&A session about the mentorship program. So you can just come in and ask any question you like. So we will be able to give you answers and also guidance on how to apply for the mentorship program and also get selected. Also probably host the few the folks that participated in the mentorship program last year to also share their insights on what they would recommend or more like the do's and don'ts of the mentorship program. So that is some of the updates on the mentorship program. Okay, Karthik, you have a question?
I mean, it's not really a question, but it's really awesome how there are so many mentorship programs and how Async API is really guiding beginners to open source contributions. So I just want to share my community also. I mean, college community of open source. I'm just sharing a link here of Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is just our college club community of open source, and it would be really great if Async API could connect with us and I don't know. I don't really know what we could do in collaboration. I don't really planned it, but I'm just introducing my community here, and I could hope we could do something in collaboration. Like this is in Kerala, India. Um, yeah, that's it.
Oh, nice. Thank you for the recommendation. I think it's something I would love to like look into and communicate. So one of the plans also is to try to reach out to other communities that are interested in open source folks. So if you have a community that is open source focused or that has a set of folks that are interested in open source or want to like enhance their growth using by contributing to open source projects, right? I'll surely like reach out to them. So after this call, I think I will reach out to you privately to see what we can do together to help push the community forward. Thanks, Kartik, for the recommendation. So we have a question on YouTube from Akshat. Are the last year participants allowed to participate this year? No. So you can't participate this year, which because you wouldn't give others a chance to participate. So if you participate last year, I think you should chill. You should order the bait and give others the opportunity to also participate. Because if you participated last year, you would definitely get selected again this year. So because most of the folks that participated last year are already known in the community. Some of them are already technical steering committee members. So I would love to say no, but I know we never can say, so we can start a discussion to see and share with everyone else to see if they have other views as to why last year participants should also participate this year. But personally, in my own opinion, I would definitely recommend no. So we can, start a discussion and open it up for a vote within the TSC members. Is that okay, Akshat? Okay, so yeah, the only chance for you, Akshat, is to be a mentor. Of course, is to be a mentor. So I also plan on reaching out to journals, maintainers this week to start submitting their project ideas, right, for a CKPI mentorship program. So if you have the capacity like Akshat would eventually be a mentor, will be a mentor for some of code this year. And yeah, so if you don't know Akshat is actually a really amazing person from the community. He helps out a lot. He's a former SNKPI mentorship mentee, and also is going to be a mentor for some of code at SNKPI this year. So if you're wondering why is Akshat asking me, are they allowed to participate again this year? You can say no. He's definitely going to get selected. So yeah, you can only be a mentor for now. So if you also want to be a mentor for the SNKPI mentorship program, yeah, feel free to submit an idea. If you feel you can be a mentor for two programs, Google Summer of Code and SNKPI, yeah, of course, you should let me know. You should submit your project idea, and if it gets selected, all glory be to you. So I think that is the update on the SNKPI mentorship program. I was thinking we had Maya here. I think Maya is gone. I think she's doing some really interesting thing on the SNKPI conference website. I was hoping, she has something to share. That was why she joined. It says no. Guess I was wrong. Or maybe she's having some network troubles. Okay, so since we lost Maya, and we don't have Toli. So if you miss it, we also have like a program called the Bounty Program, right? So which is really interesting. So if you don't know what the Bounty Program is, the Bounty Program, I see it as also a way to give back to the community, right? For folks that are contributing to open source in their spare time or looking for a way to like enhance their skills. Okay, before I go into details, we have a question on YouTube. Do you have any plan to make timeline for mentorship program? They try to, yes, yes. So based on what, if you follow the discussion, you can see I have some simple guideline and some simple timeline there. So we have like the program is estimated like it's estimated to run for 6 months, right? So from 4 to 6 months, we expect the program to run, which is from July to December. So and also we are going to have evaluation periods, which is something we don't have last year. So we plan to have evaluation periods this year, right? So the evaluation period is where every 3 months we get to like evaluate, the mentors get to evaluate your progress to determine if you should get paid, if you should receive the stipend, right? So which means the stipend will be divided into two. So the total amount of the stipend you will receive at the end of the program is $1,500. So which means if we are going to be implementing the evaluation phase, then we are going to like split the payment into two, right? For every evaluation phase you passed, you are going to receive half the stipend, then till the end of the program, then you receive the other half of the stipend. So that is the timeline we have overall, is to run the program from July to December. So we use this month to receive the project proposals, then next month to accept applications and announce those who would start and announce the people that would participate in the program, and also do some community bonding and stuff. So but basically we just plan to run the program from July to December. I hope that answers your question, Akshat. It will basically fall under the same timeline as Google Summer of Code or lesser. So that is a plan. So as I was saying about the bounty program, so we also see the bounty program as a way to give back to the community. And so if you are interested in the bounty program or want to participate, I would like to share like the discussion with you, so you can go to the discussion. And I think the bounty program has started. So if you are an hunter, I think this is the right time to claim your bounty. So go out there. So let me first share the link before motivating you. Okay, bounty. Okay, so this is a discussion, just in case you missed it. So we should go through the discussion about the bounty program and why we decided to like have a bounty program. And also there are some set of issues concerning the bounty program. So if you want to claim a bounty, you have to fix a particular issue, right? Which is based on how complex the issue is, will also determine how much you get to claim for the issue, right? I think it goes as low as $10 to as high as $200 for something. So I'm not pretty sure about the figures, but yeah. So if you're interested in a bounty program, you should check it out and probably make some cash. So that is an update or just a quick explanation of the bounty program, right? So I think let's see if there will be any question on YouTube. Okay, no question. So that is the little updates I have. I really don't have much on my agenda today. But I'm pretty sure in the next community meeting, it will be agenda packed. And yeah, so if you're wondering why is no one joining the community meeting today, so like people like folks to join, but I think a lot of people don't join morning community meetings, because in some other places it is too early to join these meetings, right? Okay, we have a question. Actually said, can I add more issues to bounty program now? So I think I am not the right person to answer that question. I think you should reach out to Tuli, but I think as a maintainer, yes, you should be able to add more issues. So I think you should be able to join. Oh, sorry. Bounty program. I'm actually, since you're a maintainer, and I think Tuli or Wukash gets to decide. I think based on the complexity of your project or of the issue determines how much you are going to assign to the issue. Maybe if it is really complex, I think it's roughly $200. And I think if it is less complex, I think so. It depends on the complexity of the project that will determine how much you get to assign to an issue. Yes, so I believe you can add more issues to the bounty program actions. Oh no, I don't think you can. I think there is actually, I think I missed that. I'm so sorry. So I don't think you can now. I think currently the current ones we have is actually a test. So the amount of bounty programs we have now, it is a test, right? So I don't think you can add more for now. I think we have to see how the current list goes, the current issues goes. So let's see how folks respond to the current ones. So sorry for the confusion, actually. So you can't for now. I just remembered. So, but if you need more clarification or more clarity, just reach out to Tuli. I think she has more knowledge about the branching program than I do. So, yep. So we have another question that says, can you summarize, please? Can I summarize what's Paul? I didn't understand. Do you mind explaining? Okay, let's see if he's going to explain what it meant. He said, can you summarize, please? Oh, or do you mean, can I summarize the whole meeting? Okay, so I'm not sure if that is what it meant, but yeah, I'm going to summarize the whole meeting before I hit the call. So first thing I spoke about was actually update on. Okay, nice. So the first thing I spoke about was an update about the Google Summer of Code application phase. So we are currently waiting for Google to announce the amount of slots we get. So the announcement will be made on May 4th. So I hope May the 4th be with us till then. So fingers crossed. So the next thing I also discuss is extensively is the mentorship program, on what phase we are. If you have any questions about the mentorship program, concerning what phase we are currently in the phase where we are accepting project ideas for the mentorship program, right? So, and I also said the mentorship program is going to be well devised, diverse this year, which means we're going to have projects ranging from code to design, then to technical writing, right? So, which means unlike last year where we have most of the projects were code related, we're trying to fix that this year. We're going to have different range of project ideas, right? So if you have one, feel free to drop it in the discussion on the mentorship program. Then I also explain why we are doing the mentorship program, because we love giving back to the community. So because it's a community first organization, we put our community first above everything else. So, and I also explained I think the the timeline, right? So which means we are going to have the project eventually will run for 6 months, right? 6 months from the moment applicants have been announced, right? So from July to December, the program will run for 4 to 6 months. So if you want to apply, and also I said something about if you didn't get accepted for Google Summer of Code or Google Season of Dogs, this is the opportunity to also still apply for the Async by Mentorship program, right? So I also spoke about the bounty program, right? Which is basically also a way to give back to the community. So if you're looking for a way to provide some quick cash for coffee or for some bills, and yeah, you can basically just participate in the bounty program by fixing 1 or 2 issues, right, that are bounty related or that are bounty tagged. So if you're an hunter and you want to claim some bounty, yeah, so feel free to like fix one of these issues and get paid for fixing them. So I think that is the whole summarization of what I have. And I think the only thing missing today, which I wished I would have spoken about, was the mentorship, was the Async by Conference website, right? So we are planning to like build a website like we always do every year for the conference. So we hoped Maya was going to like stay along for the call, or she was working on some designs, and I wish to like see what she's doing, and I really hope, or I really wanted her to showcase what she have for us so far, but she probably have some network issues or something. So probably the next community goal, we are going to like do that. So that is everything for today, folks. So if you have any question, feel free to ask before we call it a day. Karthik, you have any question?
Not really. It was great.
Nice. Okay, so since there's no question, I think one comment from Mokash in the issue. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think we have a question. Thanks, Akshat, for pointing it out. I would have missed it. Meeting. I can't find it. Can you put it on YouTube, Akshat? So I can't find the question. So Akshat said he thinks I have one comment from Wukash in the issue, the meeting issue. Oh, I think you meant the mentorship program discussion, right? Yeah, so if it is concerning the mentorship program discussion, yeah, I already went through it. Okay, so I already saw it and he probably fixed it. Yeah, so thanks for pointing it out anyways, actually. So I think if there's no more questions, I think we have to call it a day. Thanks for joining this call, folks. I'm also looking forward to seeing you guys next time on the next community call, which will happen in 2 weeks' time, but in the evening, right? 4 p.m. UTC. So I hope to see more folks join, because we would definitely have a lot to discuss in the next community call. Because yet we would have made significant progress concerning Google Summer of Code and mentorship program. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss out. So see you guys next time. So bye.